So this video is going to be a short one. I think it's going to be shorter than the feudalism video, but it's a bit of an explanation. So Manorialism or the Manorium system is a system that was basically feudalism before feudalism, and it was used in the later Roman Empire, like the very end of the Roman Empire in the West, should I say, not the East. This was a very Western thing and didn't spread further until later on into the 8th century. But it was the system that was used and put in place by lords and wealthy landowners during the late Roman Empire and during the 5th and 6th century, when the landowners had to basically realise that they couldn't rely on the state to protect their property and land, and so they invested into basically hiring people to protect their land. They had peasants and, well, what we call peasants at the time, work the land, and this is where feudalism comes from. And they would basically protect the peasants, and the peasants would work for them. And in return, like I said, they would get protection, place to stay, and the lords would get food and money to sell off. And this was the system used later on in the West, not the East, as we know. The Byzantines still kept the imperial system that they used, though that changed over time, depending on the emperors and obviously the religions. But it was a system that basically predated feudalism. Again, it's called manorialism or the manorial system, and it was the precursor to feudalism. Is what feudalism is based off, and feudalism came later with the Franks who refined the system. But at the time, it was basically because unreliable leaders and an unreliable state meant that the lords and the rich men of the land had to protect their assets and use what they could and how they could, so they basically buyed their way to safety. And it worked. It wasn't the best system, but it worked. And there may be other videos that go more in depth. I advise you go and read up on this. This is usually why I post the videos. It's not really most of the time. Sometimes I will be doing very in-depth videos, but for the most part, these videos will be just me talking about a brief overview of what it is, and telling you to go and read up on it, because I can't be asked doing long videos sometimes because I have college work. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you did. Leave a like, comment, as I usually say. And yeah, until next time, I'll have a video up tomorrow, maybe. Most certainly Thursday, though.